better. All right, man. This is the Freeform Rock YouTube video podcast. Hey, what's up, Lee?
Hi.
I drink and I know things.
Uh,
You never
I,
seen freaking what's that show called?
I don't know. Anyway,
Game of Thrones?
I don't really care.
Well, the one midget in there, he's a really good actor, said, I drink and I know things. He was like the drunk of the show. Pretty
All
cool.
right.
What's up, Lee? What's on your mind this week?
Nothing. But what do you want to talk about?
Well, I like to hear what you want to talk about. Wait. I'll just tell you something. I think this is fucking cool. My wife's cousin took her to the Dodger game last night, and you know how big a Dodger fan Mark is, third person. But she went, and it was Elton John bobblehead night.
That's cool.
Isn't it fucking cool? Look, because he's played Dodger Stadium, and he's gonna play Dodger Stadium for his last tour. And I would like to go that if it wasn't $300 a ticket. But that's fucking cool because he played in the 70s and he wore a Dodger costume.
All right. The one thing that I want to say is that I got a printer, but unless you get a good deal on print cartridges, you might pay $40 for about 100 pages, and that's it. Whereas if you find another thing where you might pay $50 for 600 pages, that's better. So it's like if you go to the first place that you see to get the ink cartridge, you might get some prints, but then the ink started to go blah blah, and then not only that, but I had like some binder rings that accidentally went inside the printer, so that fucked up the printing because I so I would suggest you don't do that on the episode because I don't think that that's cool, but you can do what you want.
I'm just smoking some weed, dude.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but
I'll drink some whiskey then.
If you want.
Well,
it's fine because I do it once every 20 years.
But the thing is, wouldn't you rather smoke weed than taking fucking ibuprofen?
No,
because weed relaxes my bad knee.
Whatever you want to do, that's fine. But I mean, it's there's.
I won't do it on the show. I'll just drink my whiskey. How about that?
You can do whatever you want.
But I was going to tell you about the printer ink.
I just gave you my opinion, but I shouldn't do that because you can do what you want. But anyway,
I have an HP printer. They charge me $4 a month to print like 100 pages. And when the ink goes out, they know, and they send me new ink, and it only costs me $3.98 a month. So,
oh my God, you got a much better deal than I do.
Yeah, HP. You buy a brand new HP printer, you could sign up for that deal to get instant ink from them.
I've got Canon printer.
Canon sucks, dude.
They're good. But they're expensive.
Hewlett Packard, dude. I got the fucking right here.
I got the printer because
I can't take it off.
Wait.
I have the thing. It says access account info. Go to Instant Ink. HPinstantink.com. Get a fucking brand new HP printer. They'll give you the information, or you sign up for the service. You could choose your plan. I think it's $5 for a month for 500 pages, and they know when your ink runs out because you're connected to Wi-Fi. So they send you new ink when you need it.
Man, that's a hell of a lot better than that. But I mean, here I am. I made the prints, and then I went to the show. She was good, but
Who
thing
did you
is,
go to? You said she. You need to tell us who you went to.
yeah, yeah, Callie
I'm
Malone.
drunk and I'm still telling you what to do. Come
No,
on.
no, 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 no. That's fine. Um, Callie Malone, and the um, she didn't go out to see the people in the audience, but I was able to give someone who worked with her, someone who I liked to, the thing to give to her, and one for her too, and that was cool. But the thing is, you know, I'm starting to realize now, if someone, if their concert tickets are over $20, they probably won't come out to see the people in the merch table. If they're like 20, possibly 21 or $22, but below 25, they will probably be at the merch table. So if you want to see a group and you want to meet them, chances are the cheaper tickets are better than the bigger tickets. So if you want to see a group live, you can see them if you want, but the chances of them being out at the merch table, unless they're cheap tickets and it's a club band, your chances are you won't meet them.
If you go meet Lou Graham, he'll be at the merch table.
All right. Well, I don't know when he's playing in New York.
Yeah, you know he's from Rochester, New York, right?
Um, I guess if I
You know I gave you that album. You gave me that album, Black Sheep, both of them, which
yeah,
ruled. We need to
yeah.
review the second album by them too. And
But the
I
thing
have
is, like,
shared those Black Sheep albums with like Brian Davis and other people who love Lou. So like you
that
spread a dude. I appreciate that Black Sheep albums because I fucking love Lou Graham. That was
yeah,
awesome because that proves
they
your
were
point
not
that you don't
they were
I
not
don't
well
know
known.
music that you know.
They were not well known,
And they were good.
and they were good,
They were great actually. My
and they were.
God.
That's the thing. I like the second one too. The second one is interesting. There's like cool stuff on it.
Yeah, I love the second one too. I listen to it. I have it on my iPhone. I play it on the way to work if I'm not listening to
Cool.
podcasts. But
You're
man, dude, you gave me that album, and I was like, I finally heard about Shadow Kings with Vivian Campbell and Lou Graham. I got that. We reviewed that album, and then you gave me the Black Sheep album. I go, that's what Lou. Oh, I remember hearing about Lou Graham and Black Sheep, and I was like, I need to hear this. You gave me the album, and you gave me both albums, in fact. And I was like, fucking
they're
thank you,
not
Lee. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. I'm shit. I'm dirt. I'm ass wipe. You
here
gave me shit that fucking
here
ruled.
here's the thing that I want to mention. The only thing is that I had an interest in finding out about stuff, and it seems, I don't know if this is true. You can tell me if it's true, but it seems as though you are more into finding out about stuff if other people tell you instead of you finding out about it on your own. Is
No,
that true or not?
not really, because Somebody had told me, you got your Facebook feed and Facebook knows what you look at, like type of music and shit. I sent you something yesterday that well, they were just talking about her on some Facebook posts, and nobody told me about it. I just went and looked at it. It's like what that chick, dude, the chick I
Yeah,
sent you.
yeah, I actually heard it and I liked it, but I mean, the reason I didn't respond was because you gave it to me so late at night and I was already kind of sleeping.
Oh, you know what? You give me shit when I'm sleeping. I answer you when I wake up. And the same thing, I
I
expect you to answer me when you wake up.
I didn't answer you only because I'm getting older and feeling tired.
You're only 5 years older than me, dude. Come
So
on.
but you've got a better um I've I've got issues, physical issues.
We
You don't
all,
have.
I have physical issues. I got a fucking blue placard in my car, so I get fucking handicap parking, dude. I got a knee.
Whoa.
I got a fucking knee right here. You see how big it is?
Whoa.
When I was in the
I
19,
apologize to
when
you.
I was in the
All I'm
night,
trying to say is
listen,
I am a
listen,
wimp.
bitch. Let me finish what I'm saying before you interrupt me.
Okay.
Listen, 1990s, I used to play 3 a.m. basketball with fucking tweakers. I only smoked weed. I never fucking did meth. And I would throw the ball up at the fucking backboard so I could get under it and get the rebound and get an easy basket, right? This motherfucker, Roger, I don't remember his last name. Ivy. I was playing with him. He was a tweaker. He was on meth. I fucking went for the rebound for the ball. I saw him outside of the lines going. He kicked me in my fucking knee, dude. It swelled. I drove home, dude, with a fucking my right knee, which I'm right-handed. I drove home after that game in pain. I was in bed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then when I finally got a job at Disney in 2001, I had a great insurance. I went and had it checked because sometimes my knee would feel like I'm going, like somebody's pulling the rug out for me, like I just fall. I got it checked by one of the greatest Kaiser doctors of all time. He said, well, it looks like you tore an ACL and what's that other thing, the meniscal or whatever. Looks like
Oh,
you
I know what you're talking
the
about.
meniscus disc. Looks like when you got kicked back then, you tore an ACL and you tore a meniscus. He said we could do surgery on that to repair it, but we don't know why. You would get arthritis for life for that knee. And I fuck the surgery. They gave me these fucking injections of fucking some fucking shit. It only worked for a week. I go, fuck that shit. I ain't getting
Um,
that shit again. It's what baseball players get a lot. The injections in their hurting
with
parts.
me, it's mostly stomach issues. I had surgery for something. What I'll say is that everybody's different, but for me, I'm not like I used to be.
Oh, seriously, dude. And then I'm working at Disney. I lost my lead position because supposedly I was on my phone too much. But the thing is, all the leads back then were on their phones more than I was. I was going through a divorce. I was talking to my ex-wife on my phone. I had everything set up in my location. I had everything ready. I never fucking put my work second. I put my work first. And then somebody took a picture of me on my phone, and some lead wrote in a fucking thing about me being on my phone. I stalked that location. I had the location going. I fucking had everybody in line. I had everything going. And the fucking guy who was my boss came in and said, I love the way you care about the people you work with. You make sure they're okay. You make sure they have everything settled. You're a really good lead, right? But we had a horrible management team at that time. And I was going through a divorce. She left me. She left a note on my door. So I left you, Mark. Took all her shit and stole my YouTube fucking content videos. Fuck you, Vanessa, on that. But it's like I came home. We already had tickets for fucking the Avengers first movie. And she fucking left me. And I came home. I was fucking depressed as fuck. I
Mm.
fucking took care of her, dude. I made sure she had manic depression. She was bald, dude. She pulled out her fucking hair. She had a wig because she pulled out her fucking hair. I took care of her, but she doesn't think that she was sexy enough for me anymore. I got depressed because she was manic depressive. So I when I'm around people, I feel what they feel. I'm like Deanna Troy from Star Trek. I'm an empath. So when people feel
So
sad,
I,
I
I
get
get you. I
sad.
get you.
I get sad. So
And
she divorced
you
me, and she cheated on me with a guy who played Modern Combat with her on Xbox.
you you don't mention a lot about that. So I just but yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
Dude,
Um
she couldn't work, dude. I paid all the bills. My mother-in-law helped us because she was so anxious and fucking had fibromyalgia. She had all these things. I took care of her. But the thing, she cheated on me because I didn't play fucking Modern Combat on Xbox. Dude, I took care of
oh,
her. I got fat. I've shown pictures when I was really fat with her because I felt what she felt. I got depressed because she was depressed.
would you believe that with the pictures that I've seen of you now, you you look pretty much like how I look. In other words, you look fine.
You look great, dude. You're
I
awesome.
mean, I I try and thank you. I try, but my point is though is that I guess for me, time and the fact that gonna be I'm 57.
I'm gonna be 52 October 9th, dude.
It ugh, I mean I have a better time now than I had when I was a younger guy because but
Hey, if you go
I
to
still
Rocket Pod,
I still go through sadness and stuff.
we all do, dude. We're human. We will all go through freaking times of depression, times of great, times of love, because this world sucks, man. It's like politicians are
There's
bitches and they all hate us and they all
mm,
just want to take our money and fucking run away and have hookers. But I'm just saying, dude, these times suck. I'm not going to get into religion or anything like that. I know
oh,
this shit was going to happen because I've read about it.
no problem. In fact, I want to say quickly that I have nothing against religion. That's all I want to say. I'm not a religious guy, but I'm cool with whatever anybody thinks. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, man. I believe in Jesus. I believe in
Uh huh.
God. And if I'm not gonna freaking hit you on the head with it. You believe with what you want. God gave us free will,
Yeah,
and I always say
I
that.
grew up
But the
with
thing is, I had a wife.
I grew up with Christianity. So I'm all I'm trying to say is I totally get it.
But the thing is, I had a grandpa who was a pastor of a small church. And some days I go, Grandpa, I don't want to go to church. He would go, okay. And some days I want to go to church, so he'd take me to church with him.
Yeah.
And some days I didn't want to go. He would go, okay. You know, I played Rat, Prince, all these
Yeah.
fucking bands that talked about sex and sexuality and shit like that. My grandpa let me play that in his car without judging me.
Because of course I have to say that in truth there's nothing wrong with any of that. The only people who make something wrong with that are the intense people who don't understand that life is with a whole bunch of stuff.
Dude,
That's all I want to say.
listen, my grandpa was taking me, my two cousins, Katie and Heidi, and Aunt Linda and Uncle Bob to SeaWorld out here in California. And I put in Prince Purple Rain. I played the song Little Nicky. If
Mm-hmm.
anybody knows that song Little Nicky, he's talking about masturbation.
Yeah.
He's actually fucking talking about graphic masturbation. I played that song in the car. My
Mm-hmm.
grandpa did not say nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pastor of a Calvary church. My Aunt Linda said, Mark, do you know what that song means? I go, yeah, it fucking rocks. I love Little Nicky. But even though I don't like my aunt now, she just let it go and didn't say nothing else about it.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, I'm listening to Little Nicky on Purple Rain by Prince. Oh my God. I know what my aunt meant. She's talking about Prince was grinding and masturbating and having sex with this girl. I got it 20 years later. And I'm like, oh my God, my aunt was cool because she didn't call me out that I was listening to a song about masturbation.
I mean, of
And I
course,
respect
like
my Aunt Linda now more than ever because of that.
fine. It's fine because of course, in truth, we all have to live our lives.
But they were Christians. They were, I'm a
Even
Christian,
if they
but
were
they did
Christians
not
or not
judge me.
Christians, regardless of what they were, the fact that they didn't judge you just meant that they were good people. That's
Yes,
what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't
I have
like,
nothing against I Jesus was a real person. I believe in a lot of what Jesus said. So I am not anti-religion.
it.
All I gotta say is I don't follow an official belief, but I'm cool with
I
people who
don't
do.
either.
That's all I want to say.
I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Protestant. I'm not any of these religions. I am non-denominational. And there's a lot of non-denominational
That's cool.
pastors out there. Like, I'm gonna call him out because the Bible tells me to call him out. Joel Olstein is a charlatan and a fake. Nobody should ever listen to what Joe Olstein says. He is freaking a prosperity, he preaches the prosperity gospel. Jesus talked about hell. This pastor will not talk about hell, will not talk about revelations. The only book in the Bible that you're blessed for reading is Revelations. Jesus wanted you to know the future so you could be prepared for it. The thing is, Joel Osteen will not talk about Revelations, will not talk about the Antichrist. He is a false prophet, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, no problem.
But also, man, I have my friend Bob
To
Hay that
me, you are a cool guy because you like some cool bands.
yeah, that's cool. But also, I didn't mean to get political or but
Hey,
I
you
have
know
to.
what? I listen. Um, you don't have to be afraid to talk about anything with me because the truth is, I might have my opinion, but the real fact is, we all have our own stuff.
You
So
don't
whatever you're
judge,
going
Lee.
through, you're
Lee.
going through what you're going through. I'm going through what I'm going through. But as long as we like each other and we can be accepting of each other, that's the whole
I'm just
point.
gonna say you, Charles Trainer, Jerry Supe, and Andy Rodriguez, and Edwin Conastracci, and Eric Arnes P. Jordan, or Dr.
You're
Fuck,
mentioning a
or
couple of
Ian
people too
Wally.
much.
I could tell you guys my opinions, and you guys don't judge me. There's very few. And that's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. I could trust you. I could tell you anything, Lee. You're
Yeah.
not going to sit there and say Mark is a dick.
I mean, I might give you an opinion, but I mean, hey, you're gonna give me your opinion too. I mean, the point isn't the opinion. The point is that we understand that we are all going through life.
Yes, exactly. I don't
Yeah.
judge any of you people who have a different opinion than me. And I know Lee doesn't either. And that's awesome. I just hate it when
And
I post something
I
on Facebook.
I like people like, I mean, yeah, you're all right. You're all
I,
right.
I just want me to be able to post my opinion and not get shit on for it. Just
In
like to
fact,
say, hey, I
um,
don't agree with what you said, but I understand how you
in
said it.
fact, in fact, unless I feel really moved, or I feel like I have to say something, and that's not just with you, that's with whoever. I'm now at the point where I'm like, whatever you have to say on your page, I'm gonna just not say anything because it's not me. You're saying what
I
you're
like you to
saying.
give me your opinion on what I
And
say.
but what I'm saying is,
That I like opinions, man.
regardless of opinion,
I have no
the truth is we all have our own lives.
exactly.
So regardless of opinions, let's say it's an issue of physicality. Let's say you're allergic to peanuts, and I'm a guy who likes to eat peanuts, and I'm trying to get you to eat peanuts. It's not going to be right for you because, of course, you're allergic to them. And so, what I would say is, okay, I understand. Same thing with beliefs. We all have our own ideas about what we believe in, but the point isn't in whether or not we all agree. The point is that if we can at least trust each other to realize that we all mean good. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like, if you were to see someone who you didn't agree with and you thought they were a bad person, of course that means some. But with people who we trust, and we trust to believe in each other, that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, it's like I like varying opinions. You never have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, I don't get mad at you. I actually take your opinions and think about what your
Yeah.
opinion said. And I respect your opinions. I might not agree with it, but I'm not going
Now
to
with
call you
music,
dumb. I'm not going to call people dumb because they don't think what I think.
now
I'm
with
going
music, that's something else.
to,
When it comes to religion, you can believe whatever you want, but when it comes to your favorite band, I'm gonna get on your case.
Yeah, of course
I'm
you will.
saying that as a joke, but you know,
I say it too. People like ABBA, you guys could enjoy ABBA. I'm gonna say I don't like
I'm
it.
gonna say you like you like
But I just want I just always wonder why when I post my opinion on Facebook, I was told that I post opinions to piss people off. That is not true. I post opinions to get
you
people to
don't
discuss things.
you don't do even half what other people have done. It's just that I don't know what it is. I guess the people who follow you are stupid people,
I,
and that because when I see those posts, I might think, okay, that's funny,
I try to
but
put
I don't
funny
feel
shit.
like I need to post it. But I mean, you might. I'm not saying this against you. I'm just saying you might wish to have a lot of stupid people
A-
follow you,
Actually,
so then you seem smarter when the truth is you're fine. It's just that
I want to be like a 1970s comedian that's put stuff up that fucking makes people think and they think of what I'm talking about. And they even if they give me a varying opinion on what I put up, I respect what they put up, and that's
you are
cool.
you are doing that, but the only problem is you're getting a bunch of people who aren't as smart as you to respond. You need to go past the podcast people in general to get that, because a lot of the, I mean, no disrespect to them, but they're like 10 years younger than you, and they, and or if not in chronological age, they're 10 years younger than you in actual mental ability.
That's why
They're like they're 20 years old in physicality, but they're only 10 years old in mind, because they don't, even though you don't know much about music, you know more than they do.
dude,
And
seriously, come
I'm like
on.
great grandpa.
That
I'm
thing
like
on
great
music,
grandpa.
come on, dude. I picked so many albums that you would never think I'd pick.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who
Well,
follow you.
I know that, but the thing is, when you, Jerry Soup, Johnny Vogan, Ian Wadley, Ralph Fier, they gave me
There's a few
opinions.
people you just mentioned now who I would say are years below you.
Oh, thanks. But I agree. I respect your opinion and respect their opinions. And I like to
That's the problem. The
I
fact that you
love
respect mine and theirs.
I love feedback. I love people to sit there and I post a video and they say something about it.
Would you like
Even if
feedback
they
from
don't
bed
like
bugs who bite you
it.
on the leg?
No, even if they don't like what I post, I appreciate the feedback. I want back and forth. I want
I'm a
our
bitch. I
podcast.
don't like the feedback if it's wrong. The only reason why, it's not because of that. It's because let's say you had a podcast. I thought about this. Let's say you were a business guy and you wanted a podcast which talked about different businesses that did whatever they did. But you had someone on your podcast who was like, didn't have any money, who lived totally off the grid, made their own food, made their own clothing, and
How
they
would
were
he
like,
do? How would he be off the grid if he's doing a podcast with us? Because he'd have to have a computer.
okay, well,
Just
but
ask.
let's say he let's say just for some reason he was able to do it. But what I'm trying to say is, but you're right. But or let's say
Because
you
off the
wanted
grid, you don't have a computer. Okay.
okay, let's say instead a podcast about the best restaurants that serve steaks, and there was someone you knew who was a vegan who wanted to be on your podcast. So you decided you'll do one episode with them because it's a change of pace. But let's say then you've got tons and tons of people who want to be on the podcast who are vegans. And it's like your the point of your podcast is to talk about the good meat places where you can get steaks and stuff. It's like where would you finally be like, this is a little bit too much.
Dude,
I want to
if we're
I
talking
want
about
to have
food,
people who are, in other words, isn't there a point when you're finally like, I'm trying to do something and I'm trying to get people who are into what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
but the thing is, I wouldn't sit, I wouldn't, if I was going to talk about food with a vegan, I wouldn't have a vegan on their podcast because I wouldn't agree with anything they did. But
Okay.
if they want to talk about an album that had nothing to do with veganism, yeah, sure.
Okay, but at least now you kind of get my point. Is like, I don't want to always do stuff with people who totally disagree with me only because I'm trying to maybe get people to understand where I'm coming from. And then if I get people who are against or totally disagree with me, then there's a possibility of like, okay, we'll listen to him in order to not agree. In other words, we're going to listen to Lee to find out what like. If Lee likes a certain album, then we know not to listen to it.
That's not true. Because sometimes you like an album like United States of America, and I got shitted on about that album because they said United States is a good album. Lee is right. Lee is right. Lee is right. And I
So,
felt so stupid because I didn't like United States of America, but all the comments were coming in were on your side.
but let me ask you then this, because it makes me wonder, why didn't you like it? Is it only because of the type of instruments?
It didn't have a groove to me. I like music with a groove. There,
Okay,
it was no
that I
groove to
can
it.
understand.
Yeah. And the thing is, with even Fairport
Port,
Convention, I said it right.
thank
Fairport,
you.
Fairport Convention,
Thank
I
you.
can't admit they made some good background music.
But it
I
wasn't
didn't
your
like the
thing.
vocals. I didn't like the vocals. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I have a better respect for you now. I feel bad saying that because I don't want to admit more than I should. But in truth, you know, you're okay.
Yeah, I give you my honest truth.
In fact, in
I don't want
fact,
to make up stuff to make you happy.
you don't believe in this, but we're both Libras, and so I think that we both have synchronicity in that sense.
Yeah, I was born on the 9th, and you were born what, September 20th?
27.
27th. Okay, I missed one day. Yeah, so we're like right there. Even
But I mean,
yeah.
that's fine with me. In fact, me and a few other people like Ralph, he's in Aquarius. We're compatible, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe in that stuff. I just believe we're
But
compatible
I mean,
because
but what I
we're
mean is,
honest people. We don't we'll
regardless
give
of what we believe in, the thing is, there is something to compatibility. Like, let's say let's say you,
what's Ian know?
I don't know, but what I was going to say is, let's say you were allergic to a certain food and I was allergic to a certain food, but we could both eat the certain food. We could still be considered compatible when we go to the restaurant because we both can eat the same thing. So I'm not saying that compatibility means that we have to be strict about it. But what I'm saying is, but if there are things about each other that we find that we have in common with, I think that that's something.
Because we're
That's what I think.
like I just said about those other people, we don't get butt hurt. We don't care about other people's opinions. We listen to their opinions and we go, well,
I
I
get
don't
butthurt
agree.
and I don't listen to their opinions, but that's me.
Oh, I'm just saying, I don't get butt hurt. It's like
I get butthurt. In fact, I'm butthurt right now. In fact, I'm against my own opinion because I talked more about you than I should have.
well, I have this buddy. He's gonna.
I'm being funny right now,
I know
Mark.
you are, but I have this buddy, Bob Hay. He's gonna do Thomas Dolby, the Golden Age of Science, wireless, whatever. And I keep forgetting when we scheduled him, so it's my fault. Sorry, Bob, but dude, your opinion on Van Halen is sucks, man. He likes me to say sucks. It sucks, Bob, because no, they shouldn't take David Lee Roth's vocals and re-record it with Sammy Hagar. That's just insane and dumb. What do you think they should take David Lee Roth's vocals and re-record them with Sammy Hagar?
No, I think that they should record them with Paul Stanley.
Oh shit.
No, I'm kidding. No, I is that a thing or is that just something he said?
He said that Ted Templeman, which is bullshit, said that they should re-record Sammy's vocals with Daily Roth and change his vocals on those first albums. And no, Ted Templeman said, yes, technically Sammy is a better singer than David Lee Roth, but I would not take David Lee Roth from Van Halen because David Lee Roth is Van Halen.
I'm not going to say he is, but what I'm going to say is, yeah, don't don't replace his vocals.
I know. How insane is that? I admit I always said this Van Halen with David Lee Roth is the best. I love Sammy. I love Sammy solo. There's a few albums I don't like Sammy solo. There's a lot of albums Daily Roth I don't like solo. But especially that new shit he's been re-recording those fucking Van Halen songs. What the fuck is
I
that
have to
shit?
say that I would much prefer listening to a Sammy Hagar solo album over a David Lee Roth album.
You like that one song I sent
One
you,
of the sucky ones.
dude? But he's re-recording like "Dance the Night Away."
I made a post on Facebook where I
I
talked
know you
about how
did,
bad it was.
dude. How bad is that? Why is he doing that? Why is he
Why
really?
is he even doing that song? That's not even a good song.
I love "Dance the Night Away" on Van Halen songs.
I don't like it. You should not say that when we're talking about, well, no, you
Okay,
can
what if
say
he
it,
record? I know you
but
like
what I'm trying
DOA,
to
right?
say is, regardless of what we think about the original, I guess, is better than the remake.
Dude, he did Panama and he's basically talking to the whole song.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, David,
Oh, I
we
will
love you,
say the
man.
live
Stop.
version, The live version of Dance the Night Away is really, really good.
On the Live from Tokyo, right?
No,
Oh, I like
there's
that
one from
version.
'78.
Oh yeah, well that's older, dude. I'm talking about newer shit.
Yeah, I haven't even listened to the Tokyo stuff.
I like the Tokyo live album with him. He does get a little cringy here and there, but mostly the songs fucking gives you chills hearing him sing his voice.
I'll have to listen to it.
But why is he redoing and that stuff he did with John 5, like rainbow shit, whatever, it was horrible also. Why can't David Lee Roth just retire and be like the Dr. Hewer of Lost in Space?
I agree with you. I think that he should just go under a rug and whimper like a dog.
Yeah, my friend Bob Hayes said he has a spray on hairdo. No, he shows himself bald. He ain't spraying that shit on. Fuck. I will defend David Lee Roth on the 6 albums he made with Van Halen. I will defend David Lee Roth on Eat 'em and Smile and Skyscraper and Little Ain't Enough. But every other David Lee Roth album, well, the DRL band was good too. But he's made a lot of crappy shit. And so has Sammy. I'm like neutral, man. I'm Switzerland. So I need you people to stop bitching about David Lee Roth to me and Sammy Hagar to me because I like them both. I'm neutral, man.
What do you think of Starcastle?
That's with what's his Eddie Van Halen?
No, Terry Lettrell.
He was in Great White, right?
He was in REO Speedwagon, the very
Oh,
first.
I don't like it. I don't like anything without Kevin Cronin.
I'm talking about Starcastle.
Who was in that band?
Terry Lettrell.
Well, then he's the guy who sang what's Reeling? Reeling?
No, he was in like
Brighten the
150
Storm Out?
157 Avenue.
Oh, that was horrible. That's the first album, right?
Lay Me Down.
Oh no. I
He
don't
has
like
a
his
better
vocals.
sound in Starcastle. He sounds like an angel.
No,
In
Kevin
fact, he
Cronin
turned
saying
Christian.
"Lay Me Down" way better on live. You get what you play for.
I'm gonna have to hear that album on purpose just to.
You need to hear that live album. That live album is better than Frampton Comes Alive. Yes, I said it. Thank you.
I don't even like Frampton Comes
Well,
Alive.
then
I
you'll
like
fucking
Town and
like you
Country.
live. We get what you play for, man.
I like Town and Country by Humble Pie.
I like Humble Pie. Isn't that on my list? Pick anything by Humble Pie.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're doing 10 years after.
Yes.
I'm cool. I hope I like it. I just some of the
I
bands I
picked
gave
a
you a
good
list,
one.
some of the albums I gave you, I just said anything by this band. So
I picked a good one.
because I knew you liked that because then you get to pick it, and I didn't give you an album to pick. You just get to
So
pick
it's
by the
like
band.
we both pick.
Yeah, I want to make you
And
happy.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, man. So fucking, yeah, you need to listen to it live. You get what you play for. Our buddy Ruben De La Rosa does love that album. So
If
does
he
Doctor.
likes it, I'll listen.
So does Doctor Fuck likes live. You get what you
I did you see the video that I did where I say he's not allowed to like what he likes, and
Yeah.
I go, mm. Did
What?
you see that?
Yeah, you picked. He picked a Peter Frampton album he wants to do on our podcast. He said, "I don't really like it, but I'll do it because Doctor Fuck wants to do it." But then you picked another Peter Frampton album. What was that one?
I don't know what one I picked.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you the one he picked because I did write it down on my notes.
Yeah, breaking all the rules.
Yeah, breaking all the rules. I I haven't heard that. I'm kind of excited to listen to it.
I like another one better. I think that one's kind of crappy.
I don't know. I haven't heard it,
But
but
then and he likes Journey's Escape.
Well, I like Journey's Escape, so yeah.
So you both will be against me.
Well, you never know. You might like breaking all the rules once you're. I've never heard it, so Lee. I don't sit there and go, I'm gonna agree
You,
with Dr. Fuck.
I know
I'm gonna say I like every
don't like.
listen, when we do breaking all the rules, I will give my opinion first.
I know that you like it more than I do.
But the thing is, I'll give it first. So people don't think I'm copying Ralph Vieira and Dr. Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be embarrassed for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But fuck, man, I just picked up this new album by
I might be talking against my hat.
Have you heard the new Jade Daisy's album, Radiance?
I didn't hear that.
Glenn Hughes. I played some songs on that metalstitch.com. The two singles are really good. I haven't heard the whole album yet, so I can't give you a thing on it yet.
All right.
But you know what, Lee? You need to watch this movie.
Everyone.
Elvis. Yeah. Well, if everyone's telling you, watch it, because you know why? Because we know you will give an honest opinion on the movie, and you won't say what everybody else says. That's why you rule.
That doesn't mean I'll like it.
I don't want you. I want to know if you don't like it or don't like it. I like
Why?
honest opinions, because I hate it when people
Why don't you pick stuff that you know that I'll like?
I do pick stuff that I think you'll like. I do pick stuff that I think you might like, because I pick albums I like, and I go, I want to know what Lee thinks of albums I like.
That's fair. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm giving you a bunch of shit.
Yeah, man.
But I give you a bunch of shit because I can't help it.
Well, you know what? Keep giving me the shit. It brings ratings. And subscribe to this channel, bitches. But and also subscribe to Lee's channel if you want to hear some good jazz and some good classical fucking music. You need to subscribe to Lee
This
Gershman.
is my YouTube.
His YouTube, man. It's fucking killer, dude. It's like, I got this thing
better than everything.
Well, not better than us. We're great together.
No, it's better than that.
I gotta have an ego, bitch. Freeform Rock Podcast rules everything.
You like it.
Because I like it, because we fucking bounce off each other. Fucking rules. And
all right.
Did I give you that list? Did I say did I give you? I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Yes.
Did I give you Bon Jovi Bounce?
I think.
Cool. I hope you picked that. All I see is a fucking LED.
Of course, light. I did that on purpose.
Asshole. Tell me. I don't know if I asked you, what is the worst band ever?
Fun.
I agree with you. Nobody knows who Fun is. You know why? Because they weren't fun. All right, at least say goodbye, bitch.
Okay, bye-bye.